I fucking caught that though, safe. So honestly, when I was thinking of where I should record this video, the first thing I thought was at home. But like, I feel like it's kind of suitable. I shoot this in a car. This is a tough video to make. Not for anything emotional wise. I mean, that's not really where the toughness comes from. It's mainly trying to tell the story. So, as you can probably tell from the title, yeah, I almost died. It's really not as dramatic as the title sounds. Essentially, I was in a pretty bad car crash, and it was actually with my first car. This is why you haven't seen anything on the channel. I teased it a lot on my Snapchat and whatnot, saying I've got my first car, it's coming, it's coming. At least I hinted at it quite heavily. And then I totaled it after 3 days. Technically, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault, and that's what's happened on the insurance. I'm recording this whilst the insurance claim is still happening, so you probably end up seeing this maybe 2 or 3 weeks after I've actually made the video. But essentially, this isn't my fault. It's just very unlucky, really. So I picked up my car on Saturday. Didn't record anything about it. I just picked it up, went to go pick it up. It was a Suzuki Swift. Picture here. It had Oz rims. It was really nice. You know, I managed to get a cheap insurance quote without a black box, so that was really good. And, you know, obviously I don't have it anymore, and the reason for that is because this happened. Essentially, I went out for a drive on day 3 of me owning the car. I went on a route which I knew quite well. My coach used to go down that route, and it's a nice scenic driving route. It's one of those classic English B roads. So I was like, the weather's nice, let's go. So I'm on my way back from this B road. You know, no problems with the B road. That was completely fine. I just went on the road as I would, you know, on any normal day. And on the way back, that was when it happened. So I'm driving back, I'm going straight, and there's a car looking to turn into the pub, but it's my right of way. So I'm going 45 in a 50. It then turns out, he just turns in right at the last minute. He wasn't indicating, he was stationary, it's my right of way, but he turns in. This leaves me with 3 options. I go right and go straight into oncoming and die. I go straight and still possibly die, because I'm going 45 straight into another oncoming vehicle. Or I go left into the pub car park and see if I can try stop it before we hit anything. And obviously, you don't know why you make the decision you make, but I just decided to go left. I went left and ended up colliding with 2 other vehicles. I'll show any pictures if I have any now. And I ended up totaling my car after 3 days. And I think the most annoying thing out of the whole experience probably is the fact I don't have a car left. I'm glad no one got hurt. That was the main thing. You know, no one was injured. I had a bit of like a strained arm for a few days, but that went away, you know, with time. It wasn't really that bad of an issue. I'm just really, really lucky no one got hurt and no one was walking across that car park, because someone could have easily died that day. I'm fine. The car I'm currently in, I'll show you around in a minute. It's a courtesy car that was given to me by my insurance company, and I've got to say my insurance company has worked wonders with this. I couldn't, you know, recommend them enough as Admiral. I'm not being sponsored to say this, but they really, really have done leaps and bounds for this insurance quote. Yeah, and that was it really. That's the reason why you haven't seen any car vlogs, is because originally I was going to do a lot more car vlogs. You know, I kind of wanted to do a few things to the Swift. I already had a few stickers that I got from Japfest on it, and then, you know, a day later after Japfest, it's not with us anymore. And like I said, I think the most annoying thing is the fact that, like, because, you know, obviously since everyone's okay, I think the most annoying thing is the fact that I don't have a car. Because, you know, obviously being me, I want to drive. Now, luckily for me, it hasn't really affected any of my insurance quotes because it was a fault not of my own. And this basically means that on the actual insurance documents, when I go to insure another car, it doesn't really affect it too much, basically. So in 2 years' time, if I had the money for a BRZ, I could still insure a BRZ because I would still have my no claims. That's not been touched. Nothing's been touched. I'm still good to go. It's just, you know, the fact that I have a car at the moment, which is a bit annoying. I'm very lucky that everything's gone good after, you know, the crash. Could have easily gone the opposite way. I could have easily had problems with, you know, getting money back from the car and with the insurance being funny. I'm very lucky that everything has gone my favour, even though everything went against me in those first 3 days. I had a crash. 3 days it took me. I didn't even get to make a video about the car. I think that was It's another annoying. I didn't even get to take a picture with me with the car. The only like memory I'll have of my first car is the crash photos and the photos of when I went to go pick it up on the day. Those are the only things I have left of that car, and a spare key. Those are the things I have. I don't have anything of that car left. And I think that's the most upsetting thing, is I'm never gonna be able to remember it, because like it's gone. And like it sounds emotional, but it's like it was my first car. It's quite annoying, really. Now I'm not getting PTSD flashbacks from this. It's not like one of those things that's voided me from driving. As you can tell, I drove here. Driving is something which I obviously want to do. I'm a car person. It hasn't really just stopped me from doing that. But it just means it's on hold for a few more weeks, I imagine. I'm not sure when this is going up. I might already have my first car video up by then, or my second car video up by this time. But I'm still looking, and I still want to get back on the road. But for those who don't know, this is why there hasn't been any car vlog. This is why there hasn't been any in real life car stuff generally, is because, yeah, I kind of needed to wait till the insurance time was over to upload this. Like I said, currently the insurance thing is still going on, but by the time I upload this, insurance should be done and dusted, and it should be a long ways past that, and that's why this video is uploaded. It's so long after the accident. The accident happened in early May. I think it's literally the start of May. So I don't know when this is going up, but I imagine it's a long time after May. Anyway, now we've got all that stuff out of the way, let me show you the courtesy car they gave me, because it's a bit of a fucking joke. So they actually joked about me with this, and they said that they were going to give me a Fiesta, but it turns out, I'm not sure if you can see that. No, you can't see that at all. They gave me a Vauxhall Corsa. They gave me a Corsa. Me and the Corsa have got a bit of a love-hate relationship, really. I've not locked myself out of the car, have I? Fucking hell. Scared the shit out of me, that did. It is a really easy car to drive, but I still never vowed to own a Corsa. So that was it, really. I just wanted to make a video about this whole situation. I feel like it was important to share with you guys. It's pretty deep, to be honest. It's not something which I really want to talk about anymore. It's not something I'm sensitive about, but it's just like, it's happened now. Just move on with the future, I guess, is the main thing that I kind of want to get out of this video. Just all I can really say for future drivers is just be wary, really. You know, there's shit drivers out there, and you just got to be careful that you don't make the same mistake as I did, because I know a lot of you guys have project cars who you've spent hours and hours and hours perfecting, and trust me, you don't want your car to end up like this, especially if you put hours and hours and hours into it. I would have hated that if I put hours and hours and hours into my Swift, and then that happened. That would have made me much more devastated. But anyway, that's been it from me today. If you guys enjoyed this somber video, if you did, please hit the like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys have been awesome. Stay safe and peace.